6'3" guard, number 15, James Summer.
I love basketball. It took up 80–90% of my free time in high school and college. I was a defensive-minded guard. I really fine-tuned my three-point shot my second year of college. I was getting to the rim. Basketball consumed most of my life from like 8th grade until this past year. It was just another practice. Someone made the shot, we go to the baseline, and then I just collapsed.
He just turned purple. I don't know if he's breathing anymore.
What happened? Did he fall? Was he injured?
He just collapsed.
Okay.
He was standing there and just collapsed.
Okay.
We're now performing CPR.
Two of my teammates, lifeguards, were CPR certified. They jumped in right away and started doing compressions.
Those two guys that did CPR on him, I mean, they saved his life.
I suffered sudden cardiac arrest, was considered dead on the court for probably 7 minutes.
It was just surreal. You just don't expect, a healthy kid who has no issues, who's, had his physicals.
Walking into the room was tough. All of that stuff hooked up, that was tough. Because then it really hits home.
Can you do 2 thumbs up, both hands?
The first interaction I remember having is my aunt asking me, do you know where you are? Do you know what happened?
There you go.
How are you feeling?
I'm alive.
I understood that my heart had stopped, but I didn't really understand, I guess, what that meant and what that meant for the future.
Then they were like, we don't know why James had a cardiac arrest. But because of that, we really can't let him go home without a device. And so we were communicating with him. He's an adult. He needs to help make this decision. We had a representative come in and talk about the device and talk about the battery life and talk about, the lead going in and the pacing capabilities. And because we didn't know, would James need pacing or not? And probably the last thing you want is to have to do 2 surgeries. We kind of read what people had written about it and just looked and saw what they felt were pros and cons.
I think a big contributing factor to me making the decision was the battery life, pacing.
And then we also thought about, they've been on the market a long time and there's a lot of success with them. We looked at how many recalls things had and that was important to us.
Even though we didn't need it, it was capable of doing pacing if we needed it to for some reason in the future. It could just be programmed in.
So after we kind of had those conversations and sat down, I ended up choosing the Boston Scientific, the Resonate EL. And if everything continues to trend positively, I won't need another procedure or a lead extraction or anything for another 15 years.
That's going to put him into his 30s. And in 15 years, where is this technology going to have gone?
I think I had 35 points that game to get the 1,000th point. The crown jewel of the room really ties the ambiance together, would be the latitude.
He's going to have that little reader there. If there's a bad rhythm or something seems to be going on or there's something questionable, he's going to get a phone call that says, hey, you need to see your doc.
If you feel like you have an event, you can press the button and it'll do a download on your device and send your data off, which is really nice too. Feels great just being back and holding a ball again. A year ago, pretty much to the day almost, ICU, here we are today, shooting hoops, happy. Now with Resonate, I'm able to come out, I'm able to go shoot by myself, I'm able to go run by myself, and there's no worry about, am I gonna die? Never thought that would be something crossing my mind, but today I'm grateful that it's no longer a fear.